Okay, so one of the cool things about knowing how to make money on houses is that we can educate the next generation on doing the same. So I'm here with a couple of our lacrosse players that are helping me with, we're clearing out a house that actually had some water damage. So on the way to that house, we stopped at another property, and which was another distressed seller lead, and I'll tell you a little bit about that scenario. So these guys are actually learning all of that, so which is really cool. An intangible benefit of being in the real estate business is that you can impart some very practical, useful education to our next generation, which is even more fun than flipping the houses. So this particular lead it's a 4,000 square foot house in DeLand, Florida. It's on a really nice private street. It's a gorgeous property, but it needs a lot of work. So it's a 4,000 square foot house, 4-bedroom, 3-bath. It's got a pool / bathroom room off of the pool in the back, a beautiful lanai, private view of a conservation area, and 2 bonus rooms for the tinkerer or hobbyist, and cathedral ceilings, big fireplace in the living room. It's just gorgeous, but it needs about $100,000 worth of work. And the loan balance is $260,000. The owners are in a divorce scenario. They just want to get out from under the thing whole. They don't even want any money at the closing table. So there's a couple ways we can structure this deal. By the way, to the average investor who just likes buying houses at a discount and is looking for equity, this would not look like a deal to them, because here's what you got. You got a $260,000 loan, you got a $100,000 rehab. So right there, without all your cost of money and extra costs involved, you're at $360,000. Well, the house is only worth $320,000 after repair. After seeing the house, it's probably going to be a little bit more than that, but let's say $320,000 ARV, you're upside down $40,000 negative equity. So most investors are going to pass on a deal like this. Well, if you know how to do a short sale, and or you know how to work foreclosure defense, you have creative options on dealing with banks, then there is a way that we can make money on a house like this. And so we left the owner with one of 3 options. Option number 1, you do nothing and you let it continue down the path it's going, and the bank takes the house from you. Well, the sellers could care less. They're going to do a BK. That's not an issue. I said option 2, because this is homesteaded and because you can get some cash at closing through some different programs, if you short sale it, then we can sell it. You can sell it to me short of what's owed on the property. And when we get to the back end of that process in 90 to 120 days, you get a little bit of cash, and you're able to salvage your credit at least some degree, which, by the way, isn't a big selling point. And so you can short sale it. Or I can deal with the bank. Title the property over to me. I'll deal with the bank and negotiate a sale and stop this foreclosure from happening. And then we'll profit on the back end. So there's 3 different ways that this property is going to land. And these guys got to actually see and hear how that conversation went down. And I can have Diego over here explain the deal points on how much money we're going to make on this thing right now, if you're prepared.
Well, the property's worth, after repairs, $320. The loan for it would be $260. After closing costs and you sell a house and everything, the rehab, you'll probably be at $100,000.
Something like that. Something like that. Hey, we're planting seeds. We're planting seeds. So anyway, the point of this video is that we're exposing our youth to information that isn't calculus that they'll never use. So this is actually stuff that some of these guys could actually use later, I guess, unless they're going to be engineers or something. So anyway, I just want to kind of relay that, and we'll keep you posted on this deal.